Franz, thank you to be here again in
welcome.
presence. It's very important for this 19th edition. And how can just you describe the workflow in Toyota design? Why you start a new project, or why you start in something that is really in a creative step?
I think being an advanced studio, we're really interested in innovation of process. So it's not that we fix our process and we continue it. We're always very open to changing, to fluid, to trying new things, especially with digitization.
Okay.
The way the students are coming out of university, they're more digital native than any previous generation. So yeah, they're starting almost a sketch on a post-it note and then going straight into data, which sometimes has some positives, sometimes has some negatives. But at least at the early stage of every project, we want to really get that fresh, unconstrained creativity from the designers. So we encourage them to do whatever process is good for them, to come up with a lot of ideas, and we can start to filter and start to categorize. But at the beginning, it's just pure creativity that we want from our designers.
So you are open-head with your collaborators, with your designer, just to have a new way to represent, for example, to draw, to sketch.
Yeah, and any way
just to reach the goal.
Yeah, any way of creation is great. I mean, of course, before we start actually, sketching in earnest, we work on the concept. We work on, like I mentioned today, what kind of experience we want the customer to have in the car. I think that's one of the most important factors now. Before we start sketching, we define what kind of experiences we're looking at, or maybe through the creative process we can define different experiences. And it's not just experience in terms of usability or functions, which are maybe more towards the interior side of things, but the exterior side of things also, how we want the customer to experience the car when they see it. What do they want to, the impression they get, this surprise and delight, or this wow factor, that when they look at the car. The face, I talked about the hammerhead. It's about giving a different perception on what a front face of a car could be, using different elements than perhaps in the past. The grille is as a focal point of the identity is finished, because we don't need that big grille anymore. But we need to find new elements to give that same impact, to give that same distinctive Toyota identity.
Yeah, and you are most inspired by nature, or design, architecture, or something like that?
I think both. Both are important.
Both, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, for EVs, it's very easy to think it's all about technology, and then the car can become robotic, can become too much that kind of sci-fi direction. We explored as well, but we decided it wasn't the best place, because I think the combination of organic and precision, that's the best kind of combination, because you can have both aspects. People can see the fluidity and the kind of the humanity, or the natural part of the car, but also that tech punctuating these organic forms. It creates that contrast, which is always exciting. And it's we can play with the levels of balance, sometimes more tech, sometimes more nature, but that kind of contrast is a vital part of everything we do in Toyota, to create those big high dynamic range of surface tastes.
And you say humanity. It's very important to have this part of the project that is the human being inside, and interacting with the car interiors, but also how to drive the car. Yeah. We can say that you are just developing something that is conquering the city, because just driving your Igo X, or your Yaris X is just your Yaris is really good in the city. That's hard to.
Yeah, I mean the customer is very important, and we need to understand, and we need to bring something they're hoping for. It's not that we bring something they asked for, because probably that's a little bit, if we just give them what they asked for, it's still not enough. So we need to understand the customer intently, what their mindset is, what their lifestyle could be in the future, what affects them now, and how through producing a functional but beautiful car, we can actually give them a better future, and encourage them to do things that they wouldn't. Going outside, and especially with COVID, when everyone was a little bit locked inside, afterwards there was a big increase in outdoor activities. So how could we provide them a vehicle which can enable them to do those things, be functional, but also be usable in the city environment, which is the day-to-day probably location for the car anyway.
And which could be just a prevision for the future? Just one, or the customer in the future will, I don't know, but I think you have in mind a lot of things. Just one.
There are a lot of things. I think it's the experience. Everything is down to experience. I think we're still finding new experiences for the customer. It's not a case of we have 3 experiences and we just pick one. It's we're developing new experiences and trying to again imagine something the customer doesn't know they want to do yet, but when they see it and they have that experience, it's going to give them a good feeling.
Yeah.
And this kind of cars are fun. Cars should be enjoyable to people, not a burden on people. So that's what we want to do, is create vehicles which can add to your life and make your life better and make your life more enjoyable through using the car.
Really nice. I totally agree with you. We have now just a surprise for Professor Artioli, because we want to give him for his birthday, 80 years. Just a very important link between heritage and the future. So we have a book with Le Corbusier project about a minimum car.
Yeah, I remember
in 1936. It was amazing just to study this this project, and I really like to have just a sign or I thought for Mr. Artioli. Can give you this one.
He's 80 years old.
Yeah.
Okay. Just
Thank you so much.
Anywhere here or? Yeah.
And I started to search something really special, and I found this book, and I think that's good. It's just going because heritage and the future are linked. We cannot just break this link to even have more important project. Thank you so much. Thank you.
That's all.
Thank you. We can just show it at the camera, but we'll have all the signs at the end of the day.
A bit in English, a bit in Italian, a bit in French.
Yeah.
There you go.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lance. See you next year here in
Hopefully,
Presence.
Hopefully, yeah.
Thank you.
Good, thank you.
Thank you.